Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we getting into the topic of Gen Z women or women in general not interested in having children. I think this is a pretty controversial topic, if I do say so myself. It's all up to that individual. At the end of the day, if you want children, you want children. If you don't, you don't. I don't understand why people, I guess, get so upset about it. But let's see what these TikTok creators have to say in regards to, you know, how they feel on the situation, and provide my 2 cents in there. But let's not do too much chatting. Let's go ahead and hop into the video.
She says that she does not want children. That is the biggest red flag in the world
Oh, I don't think that's the biggest red flag here.
because she is living for herself more than she is for her future offspring.
I feel it's important that I point this part out, but if a woman, or any person for that matter, has decided that they're not going to have kids, there won't be any future offspring.
I agree. I guess to that guy, it's the biggest red flag in the world. I wouldn't say the biggest red flag. It's all up to your preference at the end of the day. But if a woman does, if you are a man who wants children and a woman tells you that they are interested in having kids, it's up to you on whether you want to move forward with that, or if you want to be like, all right, cool. I'm respectfully, I don't see no future here, so I'm gonna move on to the next. And it's as simple as that. I don't really think that, to me, there's no point in getting on the internet and I guess being upset about it. I'm not necessarily saying he's upset about it, but voicing your opinion to the point to where you almost want women to change their mind. Even him personally, me personally, everybody out there, once you have your mindset on stuff, it's very difficult for someone to sway your opinion unless they put a good argument on the table. But most of the time with something as serious as children, who knows? That woman may change her mind as she gets older, or it may stay the same. It's like I said, it's all up to that woman.
I don't mean the girls that are like, I'd like to delay a few years. I'd like to do it, end of my 20s, early 30s, whatever. I mean women that are like, I'm not having children. There is no bigger red flag.
And just why is that a red flag?
We are all going to pass away and be forgotten. The only thing we contribute to the world is our children.
Really? The only thing? My goodness. Now, don't get me wrong, having children is an absolute blessing for those of us who are lucky enough to have them. But also, there's nothing wrong with an individual who chooses not to have children, whether that be a man or a woman.
Facts.
But I can't wait to hear what happens when this individual discovers things such as personal legacies and accomplishments, as there have been quite a few people throughout history who have never had children, but indeed have left quite a mark on history.
She is speaking facts. Not too much to add on there.
The whole women don't want kids thing, I think that is just an insult to every single woman.
All right, so the video that you just watched was a video of a man basically saying, oh, if you're a woman and you don't want kids, you're disrespecting your mother, like the woman down in your bloodline. And again, this is just another man in woman's business, because
He definitely reaching on that
if
one.
a man doesn't want kids, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. And then when a woman doesn't want kids, it's like, oh, she's broken, she's this, she's that. And it's like, we can't win with anything. And I just saw a clip on Twitter of this woman. She had I think it was 6 kids in total. She had 4 toddlers, and then 4 toddlers wearing diapers, and then one of them is probably 7 or some shit. And it just looks so depressing, and it looked like hell to me. Yo.
And she makes a good point. At the end of the day, it's up to you as that individual. I've realized that a lot of women, I'm not gonna say a lot, there are women out there who are not interested in going through what that woman is going through down there at the bottom of the screen, where she has all these children, she's taking care of everything, she's cleaning the household. A lot of I keep saying a lot, excuse me. Some women don't, they speak and say that they want the traditional wife lifestyle, but they actually, when they see what comes with it, they realize that's not what they want. Feminism has been a huge movement for women, to the point to where in my humble opinion, they have developed masculine traits, and through those masculine traits, they have secured and been able to be independent. And I feel like some women have been so independent and so okay with being alone that they're so comfortable being alone to the point to where they aren't really interested even inviting people into their lives. And then even if they do invite a man into their lives, they may have that mindset where I've been so comfortable by myself that trying to adding one person into their life, which is a man or another woman, is already a lot for them. So taking that next step to even add children in there, some women just don't want to do that. Like she just stated, it looks depressing, it looks exhausting. And, women have more options nowadays, because back in the day, obviously, there's very limited options for a woman. And that option was really just finding a good man, hoping he holds down the household, have children, take care of the household, do whatever you need to do as a wife, on your end, a wife and a mom. And he just continues bringing the money in and being the breadwinner. And, but like I stated, nowadays, a lot of women state that they want that, but this is why it's hard to, it's unrealistic to believe what a woman says. Cause at the end of the day, it's like a lot of women state that they want that, but that's not really what they want. And then when they get into it, they're like, bro, this is not for me. Why you think a lot of wealthy people's relationships don't work? Because the wife gets bored just being at home. Yeah, she can go out and buy anything and everything that she wants, but she gets bored being the housewife. So they end up hiring a nanny. The nanny ends up taking care of the kids and raising the kids while the wife is out there trying to find extracurricular activities to not be so bored and not want to do what a traditional wife does. And that's why, I don't know if you ever saw that video, but that male trainer was talking about how he used to do a lot of training at a very wealthy gym area where a lot of wealthy people lived. And the gym that he worked at, they came in a lot. And a lot of those women was fucking with him. They was cheating on their husbands with him because they're looking for that fun, that excitement. And that's the scary part about women. They emotions is what really leads them. So it's like that sense of loyalty, you never know if it's actually there or not. And it's like, man, why would I want to commit to a creature who lets their emotions kind of take over? And you never know if they gonna really be fucking with you for the entirety or for the long run. It's at a moment's notice, you like, yeah, I ain't really, yeah, he really threw me off. I think I'm ready to exit out of that. And that's just what it is, man.
This cannot be your everyday life. And apparently that woman wants more, and if she wants more, go ahead. But one thing about me, I'm not built for that. As the oldest daughter, I raised four of my younger siblings, and it was not fun. I also watched family friends' kids, and I remember just being so like annoyed. And me personally, kids are not what I don't. It's not the one thing that's like on my mind. I don't know if I'm not really big on the motherhood thing, and a lot of women are. And that's totally fine. I'm not here to judge you because you want to be a fucking mom. I don't care. But it's just like when women don't want kids, it's like we get shamed upon it. Where it's like,
I think the shaming is unnecessary. Let those people do what they want to do with their life. They came into the world. They have their own mind. They can make their own decisions. If they don't want children, I don't understand the point of getting on the internet and doing the most about it. Because it's not going to do anything. It's not going to change these people. It may change some people's opinion. It may not. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. So to me, that part is stupid. But getting on to the previous thing she spoke on is she grew up where she ended up having to raise her siblings. Some women end up even having to raise their parents or parent because of circumstances, or that parent just doesn't have the maturity to take care of their children or aren't in that situation to be able to do that. There's a lot of fucked up situations out here. And I can understand as a kid having to do that for all of your childhood and probably early adulthood to where you finally get to leave that situation and do your own thing. How that could be very exhausting and kind of alter your mindset on like, okay, I've already done the whole raising of kids because I did that with my own siblings. So I don't really want to go through that again. And I can respect that, honestly. I can see it from that perspective. At the end of the day, I'm not a woman. So there is a lot of other things that women go through that men don't even think about. They just want to think about their legacy and how this woman should be doing this and that. And the third, all I gotta say, we're in 2026 now. Things are changing. How traditions are no longer the traditions of the norm. We moving into a different time period. So I don't know why people so caught up on the past. You got women capping about how they want tradition, and you got men capping about how they want tradition. But that's really not that's really not what they want.
Just so many excuses, it's just to hate on women who don't want that type of lifestyle. And it makes no sense to me. And I'm like annoyed of it because I'm not every woman. I'm just me. I mean, maybe one day my mindset might change, but right now that's I don't think it's gonna happen.
All my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids.
Hi, I'm 33 and I have no kids. And I have no kids by choice. And I don't want kids. I personally don't think this creator did anything wrong having kids in her 30s. I don't think there is a perfect time to have kids. I don't think you'll ever be ready to have kids.
Facts. There's no perfect time to have kids. And mentally, I don't think you'll ever be ready to have kids. You kind of just have them and you adapt and, go and, adapt with the situation as time goes on. That's basically what it is.
As long as you wanted kids, then you're good. You're solid. The kids are going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. But me personally, I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. You see my house, it's beige as fuck because I don't have kids. My dog, she's not here right now, but she's beige. She fits the aesthetic.
So would you not get a beige house if you had children? I understand white furniture and other things, but beige? Oh, obviously I don't have children, but I don't know if beige would be the color that I'd make a big deal about when moving into a house with a family. All white? Nah, yeah. I would definitely not have an all white house or all white furniture with children. Honestly, even as an adult, I'm good on the all white. Cause knowing me, I'm over there eating, fall on the couch, whole stain. Now I gotta get up and actually scrub it out and do all this extra stuff because you see that big stain that nobody can't miss. I mean, you can't miss the stain. It's right there. And my OCD would be going crazy. And then if you can't get it out, now you gotta replace the whole couch. Or you gotta do it the black people way. Take that cushion out, flip it over, slide it back in, and you good to go. I'm not trying to do all that.
I'm too selfish to have kids, plain and simple. I'm too selfish to have kids. And that's just because I was raised in a Latino household where I practically raised my brothers and sisters, including my mom. I raised her too. So I've been raising people my entire life. I don't want to do it anymore. My mom has scarred me from ever wanting children. My mom says that when I was like 15, or probably even younger,
wow.
I always said that I don't want kids. I don't want kids. I don't want, I can't imagine the life that I live now. And it's not like I do anything wild. It's not like I'm fucking going out every single day. I truly like my peace. My house is always quiet. Listen, when my sister, I have a 10-year-old sister. When my sister says, Vicky, I want to, but I'm not. Can you imagine if that was mommy?
I can agree to a certain extent. Obviously, I don't have that trauma and everything. I'm not a woman. So that part I cannot relate on, but I can relate to the fact of I have my own place and I'm an introvert. And having that peace and quiet, in my opinion, nothing beats having that peace and quiet in your own house, man. In your own shit, bro. It is so nice to have peace and quiet. Like nobody bothering you, nobody bickering in your ear. I grew up in a household where if things aren't cleaned, if something left on the counter or the trash full or whatever the case, it could be the most minute thing. And you just got home from a long day of work, dad in my ear yapping, doing all this chatting. And I'm like, bro, get out of my face. I'm not trying to hear that. I'll take care of it when, I get a little bit of time to relax. Obviously, I'm not one to leave things overnight. I'm not one to leave things dirty, but I do like to, recuperate real quick. I just came from a long shift. Let me gather myself and then I get up and take care of it. But anyway, I can relate to that. Ever since I got my own place, it is so hard to leave the house because I am so comfortable being alone, and I am so comfortable in my peace and quiet. It's just nothing beats it. That's why it's hard to get me out of the house. I've been trying to push myself out of the house a little bit more, so I definitely feel it on to that extent, and it's also making it more difficult for me to really start trying to pursue a relationship because I don't know, I found inner peace, and I don't want it to get all messed up just because I brought someone into my life. It's very difficult once you are so comfortable being alone to want to include somebody in your life. So I can respect that. I do. And then she said she was traumatized, so that was unfortunate.
I simply can't do it. Shout out to all the mothers out there doing it, killing it, single mothers. I was raised by a single mother like
Shout
you
out
guys.
to the moms out there.
You guys are the bomb.com. But me, simply, I could never do it. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. I choose not to do it. I'm too selfish with my time. I don't care what the men on this app got to say. Oh, you look old. No man's ever going to want you anyway. I don't care.
That's how they come?
I simply don't care. Look at me. I'm so happy. I can't do it, but it's not for me. My life's great, and I don't think women that have children, I don't think your life sucks. And I don't understand this beef between women that have children and women who don't have children. Like, you guys want to rave about your kids. I love that for you. I want to rave about the fact that I don't have kids and I never will. So I think we should just unite, love each other, say fuck them kids.
I'm weak. Dang, you want the women with kids and the women with no kids to come together, unite, but also say fuck them kids? It's crazy. I don't know if I think you're reaching with that one, but I do respect the point. If she don't want kids, you got kids. I didn't even know the women were beefing about this. I knew the men are upset with women who don't want kids, but I didn't know the women with kids were upset with women who don't want kids. Hey, if I'm gonna say anything and say it multiple times, you live your life the way you want to live your life. It's your life. You make your decisions. You make whatever decisions is best for you. You can say it one day and change your mind the next. Guess what? It's your life, it's your body, and that touches onto another point. Men who get upset about this, at the end of the day, we don't know what women go through. The emotional, the physical, the mental strain, and just all the different aspects that go into having a child. Just imagine carrying a child for 9 months, and then, you know, your emotions, your hormones, things are changing, your guts, your insides is changing and moving around, and you got this thing for 9 months. Then you release this baby out of your body, out of your hole, or, you know, you get cut open, whichever one. After the whole 9-month period, you gotta go through the process of pushing it out, and you got the medication, the pain, everything. You finally get the baby out. Your body has to recover. I don't know how long that process takes, but I know it takes some time. Your body's recovering. Your body's trying to move organs and other things back to where it was supposed to be because you had that child in you for so long, and just trying to recover. Mentally, it takes a toll on some women. Emotionally, emotions just never get back to what they once were, and some women have to go to therapy, and it's just a whole different thing that as men we will never understand. We will never fully understand. We'll never fully understand. So being upset about something like that, to me, is ridiculous. It's pointless. If that woman's not on the same train as you, or don't want to walk the same path as you, step off the train, go on to a different path, find somebody else. Like y'all, like people like to say, there's plenty of options out there, plenty of fish in the sea. This one ain't working for you, go on to the next. Simple as that. But I'm definitely curious to hear what y'all think on the topic. If y'all like the video, please drop a like. But other than that, take it easy.